Welcome to Mary's Corner. Guess what time it is? It is time for a haircut. For years I've been trying to let my hair grow. My husband loves long hair. Believe it or not, at one point in my life my hair was really short. But I'm letting my hair grow, at least trying to. But in trying to do so, I get a lot of split ends. And when that happens, I know it's time for a haircut. And as you can tell, the summer did a little number on my hair. Now, I'm not going to cut it short because my husband doesn't want me to, but I'm going to do a trim, and I'm just going to do it along with you. But I wanted to mention, if anybody, all my friends who know me, they know I'm a fan of Shark Tank. And there was a beautiful girl on the show who had this thing called the Kriya Clip. Actually, this is a hair cutting device for the longer hair and for the shorter hair and bangs. And so I'm going to give myself a trim here using the Kriya Clip. And it's very simple. But before I do so, I'm going to flat iron my hair so it's easier to cut, because my hair is so thick that it's sort of unruly. I hate to say that, but it's going to be an easier haircut if I flat iron it. I'm back, everybody. I did flat iron my hair, but today is a very rainy day, so it's a little frizzier, but it is calmer, and I think it's good enough for the hair cutting, okay? So anyways, like I mentioned, this is the unit, and this is the unit that's actually for long hair. As I mentioned earlier, this is for short, and this is for long, okay? Since I have long layers, I didn't have to, but I watched videos online on how to do layers, and it's very simple. But from the videos I saw online, you see how this is curved? Most of them are with the curve going this way. But today I'm going to do it this way because I want more of a curved look. Because normally, the normal way like this, it's like a triangle. And it's just like that. And the very end of it can look a little straggly, and I really don't want that straggly look today, so I'm going to do it this way. But before I do my haircut, I want to explain a couple different ways of using this, okay? Sometimes people may just want a single trim, you know, like a blunt cut, with no layers at all. And you can do this yourself, or you can have someone do this for you. And if you have someone do this for you, what you gotta do is that you are going to put this in your hair, okay, and make sure all your hair is in here, okay, and then you lock it, okay, and when you do this also, you have to like spread your hair out so everything's evenly distributed. And you close it and you bring it down for as far as you want, and you have the person cut along the edge, okay? Or another option is if you're by yourself and you want to do the same exact thing. What you do is, of course, you would have to divide your hair, okay? And what you do at this point is you put it in. It's much easier to do this in front when you're by yourself. And you roll this down to wherever you want to cut it. And you would use these scissors. These are good hair cutting scissors. Good hair cutting scissors is a must, okay? And you could either just cut along the side like that, or what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be cutting at a 45-degree angle. It gives it more of a textured cut. Okay? So now, since I showed you some simple ways to cut, let's start with the haircut. Okay? Oh, one more thing. To make sure that this is straight, do you see this leveler here? That's going to be facing towards you. And to make sure it's level, right in the center there, that you can see a little air bubble. And when it's laying right in the center, that means it's nice and straight, or nice straight haircut. But when you do your own hair, make sure it's facing towards you, because you're going to be seeing what I'm doing, okay? But you always make sure that you could see this at all times. If someone else is cutting your hair, make sure this is on the outside. If you're cutting it yourself, make sure you're able to see this. Okay. So I mentioned that make sure it's facing to you. That's because I'm going to be doing long layers, like I mentioned earlier. And in order to do this, everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my hair over. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to brush my hair down. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to get this. And I'm going to have this facing toward me. Okay. Here we go. And now I'm going to clip it. Okay. Clip it shut. Okay. And now I'm going to slide it down. And since I want a very, very small haircut, I'm going to go to the part where there's not too much of a haircut. I'm probably going to go. And if some of the hairs fall off, that's okay. I'm probably going to cut this much here, everybody. Okay? And I'm going to make sure that it's like facing toward me. Okay? Now I have to put my glasses on. Okay. Now I'm going to be cutting my hair at the 45-degree angle here. Okay. Okay. So it's a little bit shorter, but you know what? I think I'm going to do a little bit even more shorter. As you can tell, I'm a little bit nervous cutting my hair because I don't want to make any boo-boos. So I'm going to do it again, except this time I'm going to use my comb. Okay. And put this here. Spread my hair out. And I'm going to do this again. I want to go a little bit more shorter. So here I go again. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. I'd rather cut a little at a time and be happy with it than cutting too much at a time. Go all the way across here. I think that looks pretty good. Oh no, not all the way. All right, so now I'm going to take this off, flip it over. And as you can tell, most of the hair that I cut it is in layers, everybody. Not much of the bottom was really taken off. It's just that I did some layers for myself here. Okay? Now, I'm going to just brush my hair off here. And just to see, make sure everything is good. Okay. Now, I got this like this, but look over here. I got maybe a little bit of this V here that I was talking about. And even though I did it on the brown side, what I'm going to do is what I showed you earlier. And I am going to be separating this. Hang on. And you're going to see what we're going to be doing now. Hang on. We're going to be doing this. Okay. I have a mirror facing me so I can see what I'm doing. So that's why this is on the outside. And I'm going to go right at the ends over here. You see where I got these little pointy things, everybody? I'm going to just clip here, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect because you want that texture, so it don't feel like it has to be like very blunt. I mean, you could do blunt like you want, but I want a texture look to it, okay? Let's see, I can even go like this if you wanted to take a better look at it. All right, let me take it off. So as you can see, everything is in layers. And I'm probably going to flat iron this at the end so you can see how nice it's going to look. But you got the nice layers. And if you don't get like that really pointy V in back, I mean, I want a little bit of a point, but not that much, because I want it to look a little thicker in the back. So now I'm going to flat iron my hair and you'll see the finished product. So we're back. And as you can tell, I am an amateur hair cutter, but look, this is all nice and even. And I'm pretty proud of myself. This is the first time I ever used this. So, like I said, nothing replaces a professional hairdresser, but if you want to just give yourself a quick little trim, just do it, right? And it's hard to believe if you look at all this hair, everybody. You would swear that I cut a whole bunch off, but most of it was just the layering. Very little bit was taken off in the back, but if you want to go real short, just go right to it. Now this is the front, and now I'm going to show you the back. Remember I had my concerns about with the V, and this is the back. Okay? So, like I said, if you're ever in a pinch and you want to have a quick trim, try the career clip. So anyways, take care everybody, and God bless.